How's it going, everyone? So I want to put together a list of the tools that I think are most necessary on a multi-tool. I'm going to rate them from 1 to 5. 1 being like pretty much I don't need it, 5 being a must-have. And I think this depends on the individual. Like, I'm an engineer, so I'm usually in the office. But I do go home and do like do it yourself things like I'll do like cabinetry and the shed and stuff like that, or make cabinets or shelves or whatnot. So I do things. I'll do electrical. I'll do plumbing as well. So I just wanted to look at 1 through 5, see which ones I need and which ones I don't need on a multi-tool. So the first one would be, this is on my Leatherman Surge, which I use all the time, pocket clip. I use this all the time. This actually doesn't come with the Surge, but I think it's very great to have. I would give that a 5 for me, pocket clip. That's one thing the XE6 does not have. I guess you could put like a night ties one. You could sheath it, or you could put a lanyard, but that's one thing I forgot too, a lanyard, which I don't really use. So pocket clip is a 5 for me, because I need that. Next thing I would say is scissors. These are really, really big scissors on the Gem 1 Leatherman Surge. So you got scissors there. We'll bring out the juice as well. Scissors on this. I can think of a lot of times I've used scissors, especially being in the office. I have to cut something or, paperwork. Do something like handy with paper. Even like gift wrapping if I'm in the car and I have to like cut a ribbon or something. I think scissors are huge to have. So I would have to give that a 5 as well. Scissors is a must-have for me. Knife, that's very easy. I don't carry a pocket knife, so I'm gonna need a knife. I think that's a must-have as well. Nice knife. This is like almost full-size knife. This is smaller, as you can see. But a knife, I would definitely give a 5 as well. Serrated blade. This is a really great feature to have. This is like a seatbelt cutter almost. Very sharp, but you can cut seatbelts, you can cut a lot of things, rope with it. It's not a must because you already have a knife, but I think it's a great thing to have as a secondary option, or to save the blade on the primary knife. So I'd give that a 4. I'd love to have that, but it's not a must-have. Okay, so the next one would be a saw. Let me see if I can get, this one's kind of hard to dig out sometimes. So you got a saw on this one. Saw on this one. Saw I use, when we go camping or something, cut a tree limb for firewood or kindle. It's not a must-have to me. It's nice to have. I would give that a 3. A saw. Good to have, but not a necessity for me. Ooh. So these are basically the features I need on multi-tool. I'm just kind of going through the list. Next thing is a wood metal file. I didn't bring that on the Surge. I have that downstairs somewhere. But the Juice actually has it. Let me see if I can get it out. Where is it? It's kind of a pain to get out on the Juice, on the XE6. So it's good to have a file, you know. You got a diamond coated file so you can actually sharpen a knife if you need to. That's awesome to have. You got a wood and metal file. Depends if you're into the, you know, woodwork and stuff like that and metalwork. I think it's good to have. It's not a necessity to me. So I'd probably give that like probably a 4 or a 3. Same with the saw. So it's not necessary, but it's nice to have. Next thing is pliers. Let's zoom out a little. Pliers, I think, is a must-have. You have to reach in tight spots. You have to tighten something. You have to, you know, tighten wire. It's a must-have on a multi-tool. I would give that a 5. A 5 out of 5 for me. Wire cutters. Wire cutters are great to have. I use it for, say if I have wire trim for like weed whacking and stuff. That's the most I use it for, to cut the weed whacking wires. Great to have. These are really small, the XE6s. But I give that a 4 out of 5. It's not like a must, but I'd lose it. I mean, I like to have it on me to cut wire and stuff. Great to have. Flat screwdriver. Let me see if I can find that. Flat screwdriver, there we go. I think it has more than one, doesn't it? Maybe it's just that. And you got the bit exchanger, but that's another thing. This is great to have. You can use it for like paint cans and stuff if you're prying paint cans. This is more for like, there's 3 different kinds right here. But you could use this to like, you know, for prying paint cans, like I said, or electrical, the outlets. This is great for it, to take off the electrical wall plates and stuff. Screwdrivers are really good to have. A lot of, you know, screws and stuff. I would give that a 5. You need that. Small eyeglass kit. Let's see here. So you got this. Small eyeglass kit. I've used this occasionally. Depends if you wear glasses or not. Especially, too, like with computer work and stuff. They have, like, very, very small micro screws. And I use this. I would give this definitely a 4. But I know a lot of tools don't come with it. Just the Wave and, you know, the Surge Gen 1 comes with it. So I give that a 4. The awl. I actually don't use the awl. I think I used it once. And this is kind of like a pipe reamer if you needed to. But the awl, I would probably give, you can use it on belts and stuff. I've only used it maybe once to start a, you know, a nail. Start the, or a screw to start the hole. So I'd give it maybe a 2. I wouldn't need that. A 1 or 2. This, the bit exchanger. So you got a flathead screwdriver or a 3D screwdriver. So you got screwdrivers there. This is the Phillips screwdriver. Phillips screwdriver here. I think that's a necessity. Having a screwdriver on a multi-tool. I'd give that a 5. You need that. Bottle opener, can opener, wire stripper. That's another one. Most multi-tools from Leatherman have this. It's like the combo kit. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. So you got the, you know, can opener, bottle opener, so you can open bottles, and then you got the wire stripper here. I've used that too, like on fans and stuff to, you know, wire strip the fans. Does this one have it? Let me see. I don't think this one has a wire stripper. But, actually, think someone said you could use this as a wire stripper. Not 100% sure, but like right in here. I'd have to look more into details about that, but this little hook right here. Not 100% sure, but I think that's useful. I would give it like a 3. It's not a must-have. The ruler, that's another thing, the ruler. Good to have, but it's not a necessity. I've used it, I think, like once or twice just to measure like a bolt or a screw. I'd rather just get a tape measure, to be honest, out. So I give that like a 2. Crimper. Crimper, they have like a back crimper here if you wanted to crimp wires. I've actually never used that. So I'd give that maybe a 2 as well. And then corkscrew. That's like a specialty. I would give that the corkscrew. This is like a specialty for the, juice lineup. I'd probably give that a 2 as well. I don't drink wine too much. And lanyard. There's a lanyard here. I don't use a lanyard, so I don't think that's useful. See, it's stuck right there. But to others, it might be. I would give that a 2 as well. So let's look at our 5s and see which ones is a must-have. Okay, so pocket clip is a must-have for me because that's how I'm carrying it. I don't need a sheath. I need a pocket clip. And one alternative way, like the crunch I have, is put a Night Eyes pocket clip on, which is like a 3M stick-on. It works. It's been like that for me for years, so it works. Next thing is scissors. For me, that's a must-have because I'm working in the office a lot, so that's a must-have. Knife, that's a must-have for me as well. I don't have a pocket knife, so I'm just basically using my multi-tool primarily. Pliers, that's big. When I have a multi-tool, I want pliers. You can use pliers for a lot of different things. Very handy to have. Flat screwdriver, you got small, medium, large. Great to have as well. You need it for like electrical and, the screws. You're going to deal with screws all the time. And same with Phillip, bit exchanger. I have that as a 5. You're going to do screws. That's what you're dealing with most of the time when things are together. You want to unscrew or screw back. Serrated blade, that's the next thing. That's a number 4. So almost a necessity for me. It's just going to save the blade. Very good to have. Wire cutters, another number 4. Just because I weed whack, I do the outdoors and stuff like that, and I need that. Small eyeglass bit exchanger, that's another thing because I'm working on computers and, if you have a calculator or something, you can use that to exchange the batteries. So that's another thing. Saw, I can live without, but it's good to have. It's great to have. I give that a 3. Metal, the file, the metal coated, diamond coated, gave that a 3. Bottle opener, can opener, wire stripper, gave that a 3 as well. I'm not using it like crazy, but it's good to have. And then the 2s, lanyard, I could live without. Corkscrew, I could live without. I don't drink crazy. My girlfriend does. Crimper, I could live without again. Ruler, I usually have a tape measure on me, so I could live without. Awl, I could live without as well. And yeah, so I know it's going to vary for different people because it depends on your hobbies and your what you do for a living. I'm an engineer. I'm usually in the, inside, or sometimes I do field work, and it's good to have either or. If you're maybe a carpenter or something, or Somebody else, you might need the saw. That might be a 5 for you. It just depends on what you do for a living and your hobbies. I like to do some woodwork. I like to do electrical sometimes and plumbing sometimes as well. I guess I could put that for plumbing too, the pliers, when you tighten a bolt with that. That's another thing. But I put that as a 5, the pliers, so we can put that together. But yeah, so I just wanted to look at the things that I need on a multi-tool. And 5s are definitely a must-have for me on a multi-tool. Let me know what you guys think. What do you need on a multi-tool? What's your number one thing? Is it different than mine? It's probably gonna be because I'm an engineer and I do, do-it-yourself things on home repairs and stuff like that. I've used, I've actually used the saw before on drywall before to cut sections out of the drywall, and it works pretty good. Not ideal for it, but it works. So you can use things for different purposes sometimes. And yeah, so let me know if you like this video. Please give me a like, and thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Take care.